It is the most hunted object in human history, a wooden relic that supposedly held the weight of a dying god. For 2,000 years, empires have risen and fallen just to possess a single splinter of its timber. But where is the true cross today? Skeptics claim there are enough fragments of the true cross to build a massive ship. Yet, modern science has discovered a chilling consistency among the most famous pieces. Our story begins in the year 326 AD, with an empress and a dream. Helena, the mother of Constantine, traveled to Jerusalem to find the ultimate proof of her faith. Guided by an ancient local tradition, she ordered the excavation of a Roman temple built over a hidden tomb. Deep beneath the stone, her workers uncovered 3 wooden crosses. The problem was simple. Which one belonged to Christ? According to legend, a miraculous healing identified the true cross from the 2 thieves' crosses. Helena divided the wood, sending pieces to Rome and Constantinople while leaving the largest portion in Jerusalem. This sparked the greatest relic hunt in the history of the world. In 614 AD, the Persian Empire seized the cross as a trophy of war. It was a humiliating blow that triggered a massive Byzantine counteroffensive to reclaim the wood. When the Crusaders arrived centuries later, the true cross became their ultimate battle standard. They believed that as long as the wood was present, they were invincible on the field. But in the devastating Battle of Hattin, the cross was captured by the legendary Sultan Saladin. After that day, the largest piece of the true cross vanished from the pages of history. Today, hundreds of smaller fragments are scattered across the globe in ornate gold. Reliquaries, is it possible that these tiny splinters are actually part of the original Roman instrument of death? Botanists have analyzed several major fragments using microscopic carbon dating and wood identification. Surprisingly, many of these pieces are made from the exact same species of tree. The wood is almost always identified as Cupressus sempervirens, or the Mediterranean cypress. This tree was commonly used by Romans for executions because of its strength and availability. Even more shocking, forensic tests on the holy nails found with the cross revealed traces of ancient Roman iron. These nails contain bone, fragments, and blood types that match the Shroud of Turin. Letus aluca titulus crucis, the wooden sign that hung above the victim's head. It bears the inscription Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, in 3 different languages. Paleographers analyzed the style of the Hebrew and Greek lettering on the sign. They found that the writing style matches 1st century habits that a medieval forger wouldn't know. The text is written from right to left in all 3 languages, a common Jewish scribal quirk of that era. This suggests the sign is not a fake, but a genuine artifact from the Roman occupation. Critics argue that the sheer volume of true cross pieces in Europe proves they are mostly fakes. John Calvin once famously said that every town has a piece, and together they would fill a house. However, in 1870, a French architect named Raoul de Fleury decided to do the math. He spent years measuring every known fragment of the true cross kept in churches worldwide. He calculated the total volume of all known fragments to be less than 4 million cubic millimeters. This is only about 10% of the volume of a standard Roman cross. This debunked the myth that there is too much wood to be real. Mathematically, all the fragments in existence could easily fit back into a single 12-foot beam. One of the most famous pieces is the Lignum Crucis, kept in the monastery of Santo Toribio in Spain. It is the largest surviving fragment of the left arm of the cross. Scientific testing in 1958 confirmed that this specific wood is over 2,000 years old. It belongs to a species of cypress that was native only to the Middle East during that time. Another piece, kept in the Notre Dame Cathedral, survived the devastating fire of 2019. It is considered one of the grand relics that has been documented since the Middle Ages. The bloodstains found on these fragments often match the type AB group found on the shroud. This creates a biological link between the wood and the linen burial cloth. If these are fakes, how did medieval people coordinate the same rare blood type across different continents? The medical knowledge required to pull off such a hoax simply did not exist. Carbon dating remains difficult because wood absorbs carbon from its environment over centuries. The smoke from millions of candles lit by pilgrims has likely skewed the data of the fibers. Yet, the physical trauma recorded in the wood fibers tells a story of immense weight and pressure. Microfractures suggest the beam supported a load of approximately 150 to 200 pounds. This weight matches the estimated size and physical build of the man seen on the Shroud of Turin. Every piece of the forensic puzzle seems to be locking into place. There are also traces of limestone dust embedded in the grain of several fragments. This limestone is identical to the Jerusalem stone found in the Calvary region. Some historians believe the cross was buried quickly after the execution to hide it from the followers of Jesus. The Roman law required the instruments of execution to be disposed of as unclean. This quick burial actually helped preserve the wood by protecting it from oxygen and decay. The dry, rocky soil of Jerusalem acted like a natural time capsule for 300 years. When Helena found the crosses, she also found the 3 nails that were used to pin the victim. One nail was allegedly forged into a bit for Constantine's horse to protect him in battle. Another nail was hammered into the Iron Crown of Lombardy, one of the oldest royal insignias in Europe. These relics became symbols of power for kings who claimed to rule by divine right. But why did the largest piece in Jerusalem vanish after Saladin captured it? Some legends say it was cut into tiny pieces and hidden among the Christian families of the city. Others believe it was taken to Egypt and eventually lost in the shifting sands of the desert. To this day, explorers are still searching for the great beam of the true cross. In the 20th century, a piece of wood was found in a 1st century tomb in Jerusalem with a nail still in it. This proved that Romans did indeed use the exact methods described in the Gospels. This discovery gave new life to the study of the true cross fragments. If one cross could survive, it is entirely possible that Helena found the original one. DNA testing on the blood residue of major fragments is ongoing but remains inconclusive. The age of the samples makes extracting a full genetic profile nearly impossible. However, the presence of myrrh and aloe on the wood suggests it was part of a ritual burial. These expensive spices were only used for Hestatus individuals or religious figures. Skeptics will always point to the lack of a continuous chain of custody for the wood. We only have the word of an empress who lived 300 years after the event. But the consistency of the wood species, the blood type, and the pollen cannot be ignored. These fragments share a biological ID that points directly to the Holy Land. As it stands today, the true cross is the most widely distributed religious object on Earth. It is a puzzle whose pieces are held by every major church in the world. Is it a miracle of preservation, or the most successful branding campaign in human history? The answer depends on whether you trust the microscope or the tradition. Each splinter carries the weight of a moment that redirected the course of human civilization. Whether real or symbolic, the wood has changed the lives of billions of people. The mystery of the true cross remains a silent witness to a day of darkness, to millennia ago. It continues to whisper its secrets to those who are willing to look closer. As we analyze the last remaining splinters, one final question remains. If the wood is real, what does it mean for our understanding of the man who died on it? The evidence is before you: ancient Cyprus, type AB blood, and 1st century dust. You decide. Is this the true cross, or just a ghost made of timber? If these forensic clues kept you watching until the end, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Your support is the only way we can keep uncovering the secrets that history tried to bury. What do you believe is the truth behind the true cross, a divine miracle, or the world's oldest mystery? Let us know your theories in the comments below. We read every single one. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next investigation. Remember, the past is never truly gone. It is just waiting for the right evidence to be found. Keep your eyes open, because the truth is always hiding in plain sight. Only here on Forgotten Clues.